Aloha and welcome to this WOD called Play Bootstrap Browser History. Those WOD names are getting pretty long, but they're intended to show you that first you did the browser history WOD, which was just pure HTML and CSS. Then we added Bootstrap to the browser history to style it in a little nicer. Now we're going to have the Bootstrap browser history, but we're going to use the Play application framework to serve the pages in a web application kind of manner. And so therefore, before you start this WOD, you need to make sure that you've finished this Bootstrap browser history one right here. Okay? And in fact, I have mine open right here, and in fact, I have the page, the file page, displayed right here. Okay, so if you haven't done that WOD yet, you should make sure that you do it. And also I have a screencast on the Bootstrap template project, which is very important for you to watch. And to really study that code, because it illustrates how you integrate Twitter Bootstrap 3 into a Play application, or at least a default manner of integration. It'll be the style that we'll be using for this class. Going to save a lot of time if you know how to effectively start with that template when you're doing Twitter Bootstrap Play development. Okay, so watch that screencast, and hopefully things will go well for you in this. This turns out to actually be a pretty simple WOD, as you will see. So let's start the timer. At least I'm intending it to be simple. I guess we'll soon see. So the first thing we're going to do is download the Play Bootstrap template, which is by doing this zip file thing. Then in the downloads directory we find that file, and I'm going to put it onto the desktop. Okay, so here I see it here. That's my Play Bootstrap template. And I'm supposed to rename the directory, the Eclipse project, and the Play project to Play Bootstrap Browser History. Okay, so what I'm going to first do, the order in which I do it is important. So I'm going to start by Play Bootstrap Browser History. There's the directory. And then that means I can cd into Play Bootstrap Browser History, and I can invoke Play on that project. I'm going to need to invoke Play on that project in order to generate the Eclipse files that are necessary, the .class path and the .project, so that I can then import it into Eclipse. So let me just do that. So here's Eclipse, the Eclipse command I run. Note in the book they talk about the Eclipseify command, but it's not called Eclipseify, it's called Eclipse. So we're almost done. Yep, we're done. So now we can say import existing project, select root directory, desktop, Play Bootstrap Browser History, open. There's our now we can import that file. And now the next thing we need to do is say refactor. And what do we call this thing again? Play Bootstrap Browser History. Okay, almost done. So now we've got our Eclipse project. Last thing we need to do is we need to rename the Play project, and we do that by going to the project folder, opening build.scala, and doing Play Bootstrap Browser History, saving it out, then going and typing reload here, and now you see that the name of this Play project is Play Bootstrap Browser History. Okay, it took us 2 minutes to do all that, but the reality is that we're really far along towards finishing this WOD after 2 minutes. Got to enable check style. So we go down to check style, activate, and we look, there's no problems, so that's really good. So we got to edit the application to the page displayed is the same as the one that you created in Bootstrap Browser History, which is here. Okay, and how are we going to do that? And let's see down here, we show this example. Okay, well what we're going to do is basically start by going through the files. So we're going to go into the views directory. We're going to go to main.scala first. And we're going to notice that we need our title to be a history of browsers. So let's edit this, history of browsers. And then, actually before, I should probably type, I'm going to type run to get this going. And I'm going to tell you that I've run into some problems with live reload and play. I'm going to try to figure out the workaround, but for right now, I'm sorry to say I cannot use live reload. I'm getting a bug, but I'm going to try to fix it and then I'll explain to you. But for the moment, what we'll do is we'll just have to do it the old funky way. So we're bringing up our application, Play Bootstrap Browser History, and you see it has that default look and feel. We save out the main.scala. We come over here, we refresh. We see more compilation here, and now a history of browsers is now the title. So we're now actually seeing changes in our code reflecting in the web app. It's not nearly as nice as it used to be with live reload. Hopefully I'll get that fixed for you soon. Okay, so anyway, I've got to change the, I've got to change the title, the title, and then the nav bar I have to fix. Okay, that doesn't look right. And so here we are coming down here, and we notice that the brand has to be called a history of browsers. And then let's go up here to Bootstrap Browser History, and let's just get our links right like that. So I'll copy that, oops, and I'll go to, main, Play Bootstrap, and I'm going to replace the default links with the links that I've cut and pasted. Save that out, refresh, history of browsers, introduction, Internet Explorer, Firefox, Chrome. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So we're starting to look very similar. And then we notice in our index, there's our content. If we go to Bootstrap Browser History, and we find our content, which is here, and we just copy all that, and then we go to our index.scala and we paste all that, and we save it out, and we refresh. Dudes, we're done. Okay, so let's call that 6 minutes 15 seconds. You can check here, see, there's really, oh, nope, there is a difference. Ha! One last thing we got to do, which is our style.css from Bootstrap Browser History. Copy, and then we go into the public directory, style sheets, main.css, and we will paste, save that out, go back here, refresh, and now we're getting, now it looks good, right? So there's no difference when we switch back and forth between our Bootstrap Browser History and our Play Bootstrap Browser History. So I'm going to keep myself seven minutes basically for RX for that, and see how simple it is. Hope you like it.